back again for another review. I'm now going to be reviewing my concealer, which is a drugstore product, which I'm really happy to be reviewing because it was such a great find, and it was almost, I didn't want to buy it because it was so cheap, and I thought, I don't know if this is going to be any good and whether the shade is going to be appropriate for me or whatever, but I did, and I'm glad I did because I really love it. It is the Collection 2000 long wear concealer, which is this. Really good stuff, and I'm in Deep, which is the shade 4 of it, and it's amazing. It says on the front 16-hour wear. Now, like I said, I think in a previous video, I don't know if this lasts 16 hours. I haven't kept my makeup on for 16 hours straight, but I have worn it for about 10 or 12 hours and it has lasted me the entire time. In fact, the concealer is the one thing on my makeup that never moves. Like the NARS foundation, although it stays put, it starts to kind of slightly fade once it gets to about 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon, and by the time I get home it's still there, but it's faded ever so slightly, whereas my concealer stays put. I love this stuff. It's amazing. Like literally, it's got an amazing consistency. Like, I'll show you the wand that comes with it, and like it's so great. Like, it's so great. Like, I'm going to show you on the back of my hand that it is just such a great, oh, it's just awesome. I'm lost for words. It's so good. So yeah, I've swatched a little bit there, and then I'm just going to try and kind of blend it around so you can see. And you can see that, look, it blends so lovely, and it's a bit pinker or peachy. It has a peach undertone rather than a pink one, and that's good because it covers my dark circles really well, whereas the yellow one doesn't always do that. And it blends out, and trust me, it dries within like a few seconds and then it just doesn't move. Like, I only put a little bit on so you can't really see. I don't know if you could see any of that, but it's just really awesome stuff. Like, I mostly just use it underneath my eye, and I don't like to heavily conceal my under eye circles. I just like to reduce them and make them look less apparent, because I find that if you overly conceal all your blemishes and all your under eye circles and everything like that, you just look really fake looking. And then on the days where you don't wear any makeup, people are just like, oh damn, I didn't know you look like that. So I try not to go overboard. But I do conceal my under eye circles a bit because I am a bit self-conscious about them. And it works like a dream. Like, I love it. It's just really good stuff. And it only cost me a couple pounds. Like, I can't remember exactly how much, but I know it was less than £3. Like, it's that good. It's awesome. And it's just so great. It's just awesome. I love the consistency. I love the fact that it dries. Like, it doesn't stay wet. It kind of dries a little bit. And I can use it underneath my foundation or on top, whichever it works really well. Whereas other concealers I've used, I've had to put them on top of my foundation. So if I forget, like, to conceal, I've forgotten and that's it. Whereas now I can just put it on first, so I don't have to forget it, because I know I do that before I put my makeup on. And I can put it on after. Either way, it's just great. It's great stuff, and I love it, and I definitely would recommend it. The only bad thing is, if you're darker, if you're darker than me, this is the darkest shade, I'm pretty sure, because it's called Deep and it's shade 4, and there was 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I didn't see a 5, 6, 7 or 8, so I'm guessing that this is the darkest shade, which is a bit of a bummer and a bit of a letdown, because it only just makes the cut in terms of being the right shade for me. So it's a bit of a bummer. But I hope that they do extend the line and make it more for a wider range of skin tones. But all in all, if you're my skin complexion or lighter, this is definitely good stuff. Like, love. It's worth. I wouldn't buy a high-end brand now that I've used this. The only high-end brand I would spend a lot of money on that I tried and loved is a company called Cover FX and also Bobbi Brown. But I'm not going to do that because now I found one that I can spend a couple pounds on, and that saves me loads of money, and it's really convenient because I can get it at any drugstore. So yeah, great stuff, love it.